Since this demo is required to fire an API, it might be a little technical to some of you. However, it's really not rocket science. You should be able to grapple with it within minutes. So I've got my CSV file here. Let's take a look at what's inside. There are 20 card records with 5 columns: card number, card name, is valid, reference number, and remark. There's also one faulty record inserted here intentionally. Before we go on to trigger the bulk import API or any API calls, we need to obtain a token ID from the client UI. From the client UI, navigate to API tab, click on Get Service Token button. You see a pop-up to ask for your credential. This is given to you by EasyPay when you sign up for Gate Access. Your token will be generated. Click on Test Connection to see if it's valid. Good, it's valid. Note that that token has an expiry, thus you will need to retrieve a new one if it has expired. Otherwise, you may reuse the same one for all Gate Access API calls. Next, select the merchant you are configuring for and click Save. The Gate Access local service will perform a restart. Note that the merchant referred to earlier can be understood as your business branch or site. Alright, now let's proceed to call the bulk import API. I'm going to use Postman, a Google plugin, as a tool to fire the API, which you may also download it for free. You may use Firefox REST Client, Fiddler, or any tool that is capable of sending HTTP requests. We're going to invoke a post method of the bulk import API. Now, in order for the API to work, we need to provide 3 attributes in the header. First is the authorization. This is a token which you have obtained earlier. Add the keyword bearer followed by the token ID. For information, this is the OAuth 2.0 specification, the technology we use for our API authentication. Next is the merchant. This is the merchant ID EasyPay will provide to you. It's also the selected merchant you saved in Client UI earlier. Then accept application JSON. Navigate to body and enter file as key and browse to your CSV file. We're ready to import our cards. Click Send. Great, we got a bulk ID in the response here, which we can query from another API to get the status of the bulk import. Let's copy it. This time it will be the GET method with the bulk ID obtained earlier. Click Send. Alright, it is imported into the system with one error due to some validation issue, as expected. Let's now proceed to download our card from the client UI. Click Download Card here. And navigate to Event Log. Notice that there are some event log to inform that the download card is successful. Let's try to scan one of the card imported with the card number end with 6640 loaded from the CSV file. Yes, it worked. The card is recognized by the controller as seen in the event log.